Hi, my name is Nicholas Clark, creator of Fatherless Brain. I've done a couple of videos in the past. In those videos I've highlighted the fact that fathers' rights, children's rights, which are actually children's rights, and how it seems to be a taboo subject, but yet women's rights and women getting equal pay, although it shouldn't be a taboo subject, isn't a taboo subject, and yet we can talk about it, which is right, yeah? But yet, fathers' rights, children's rights is a taboo subject. Now, another part of what I mentioned in one of my last videos is the fact that another we don't hear about is how fathers are taking their lives. All because they're having their parental, human and civil rights violated at the stroke of a judge's pen. When I say at the stroke of a judge's pen, molestation order. If a woman makes an allegation, it's acted upon, and I can prove it. But I'm not going to go into all the detail of that. This is what I'm going to say to you. In regards to the molestation order, an example. An incident happened on a said date. I don't remember what he did to me or what he said to me, as he was mentally abusing me. Now that doesn't really make any sense, not in my mind anyway. On a said date, something happened, so you remember the date, but you don't remember what actually happened or what was said. And this is the sort of grounding that this molestation order has been granted on. Okay? Now, in some of my other videos, yeah, I have highlighted the fact that parental alienation, lack of a father role model, having a father ripped away from a child, you as a child, can have a major bearing on the child's outcome, so to speak, and his attitude or her attitude. All boys, all girls, they all need a father as a role model, so to speak. Yeah, society is better for having a good father as a role model. And in some cases, yeah, we know some fathers aren't, so they're fretless, so to speak. Yeah, and so are some mums. It's it goes both ways. But the fact is, if a child had a father, from the moment they was born, all of a sudden that child's lost his father, but he knows his father's not gone, as in he's not, closed his eyes and gone to sleep, so to speak. He's still alive, but he doesn't know the true reason why he can't see his dad. Yeah, all sorts of lies are being told, so to speak, yeah, or get told, and leading up to what's known as parental alienation. And as I mentioned before, every single day, working day of the week, up and down the country, fathers are having their human and civil and parental rights violated at the stroke of a judge's pen via a non-molestation order with no substance. I know that from experience. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning it now is because there was a program back a couple of days ago. It was Wednesday the 9th of May, the exact date. I don't actually really watch television, but this program was advertised and it was talking about male suicide. It got my attention. So, bing, yeah. So I had a look at it and I watched it. And from the sounds of it, from what I got of it, basically, he had a girlfriend. She aborted his child. Sounds like he wanted the kid. I don't know. Don't follow the program. Another young lady. I don't know how it's gone about, but this lady's got his child, but yet her new boyfriend doesn't know that he's not the dad. That's the impression I'm getting. And this guy's gone along and had to say goodbye to his child. He's got to say goodbye to his daughter. And now he's dead. Now, I don't know the full storyline, and I don't intend to watch the whole program over and over. Just, start getting into it just to find out what's what. It's not my sort of program. But yeah, I'm glad they highlighted it though, because we're talking about fathers committing suicide because they're having their rights violated. and it's a taboo subject, father's rights, child's rights, yeah? But yet, women's rights and women getting equal pay, that's not a taboo subject. And I don't think it should be a taboo subject. You should be able to talk about it, yeah? Just like, remember the film, Made in Dagenham? Yeah? It shouldn't be a problem. The same way it shouldn't be a problem to talk about father's rights, stroke, the children's rights. So, I'm going to play a little bit of a recording for you of some of what the behaviour that you experience, right? This is via a Cafcass officer and trying to get what's known as a section 7 completed. And to get that section 7 completed for the court, yeah, in order so they can have an idea of what type of individual you are as a father and so forth, and all goes with it. Yeah. Now, obviously, you need to make contact with these people. Yeah. Now, in my case, what happened was I received a phone call. Person refused to identify themselves, and as you know, it's quite a rude thing, and you don't know who the person is. And I've been getting all these funny phone calls. I won't say that it was from me ex-missus giving it out to dodgy people. I don't know that for a fact, but just coincidence, And I received this phone call, and this woman wouldn't identify herself. Yeah? I now know this woman to have been the Cafcass officer. Yeah. Now, wouldn't identify herself, so I then had to phone her and keep phoning her and keep phoning her, and I was leaving messages and wasn't getting no answer. And all of a sudden, I decided to, well, let's say, I decided to withhold my number. Have a listen. I can't play all of it. I'm going to play some of it, bits I'm going to have to press pause and so forth and what goes with it, but here we go. Hopefully this comes out. Number withheld.
You have reached the number of... Good morning, Tim.
Hello, good morning. Who am I speaking to?
Laura Dean.
Laura
Team management team, please.
Yeah. So I withheld the number. I've been phoning and phoning and phoning. Yeah, I found her number. I found her manager's number. I found that department number. And I was having to phone it every other day in order to not to be seen to be harassing people, leaving messages and not getting nowhere. And all of a sudden, the moment I withheld the number, and there you go, you're witness to it. Yeah. Right. Now, in that same conversation, yeah, a little bit further down the road, I'm going to play this bit to you. Right. The reason this bit here, yeah, what I'm going to play to you now, yeah, you'll hear what she's talking about in regards to seeing the children. I'm only going to play a little bit of it.
Ultimately, my job is to ascertain whether contact should happen between you and the children, and kind of what your views are on some of the things that they have said and their wishes and feelings, and kind of what your vision of contact looks like. That's that.
Right. So basically she's saying, yeah, whether I should see my children or not. Whether it should happen or not. And we're based on allegations, yeah, whereby the allegations are not founded. I myself was what's known as the primary carer, yeah. Never anything been said about me. Then all of a sudden, apart from the fact when I don't want to get back together anymore. Now all these allegations start coming out, and all the agencies start coming out. And then right before Christmas, because that recording is a week before Christmas, and the woman says to me, if you should be given the opportunity to see the children, well, words to that effect, if you should be allowed to see the children again, and what contact looks like. Now, is Christmas not a time that you should be a bit careful what you say? Food for thought, just putting it out there. Fatherless Britain, Thanks for taking